Now, you'll remember this week's challenge is all about spying.
Yeah, so the first part of the challenge was about hacking, and I won that because I stopped him getting into my computer.
Into your privates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your private files.
Yeah.
OK, so for part two, it was all about tracking, the art of following a target without being discovered.
Our mission was to track Dallas as he made his way across London to a mystery location. He knew he was being followed, and our challenge was to find out where he was going. The first one to get to his destination without being seen by him would win the challenge.
For this tracking challenge, my gadgetry came in human form. Private investigators Ken and Keith, both ex-military, the bulk of their work is on child abduction and corporate fraud cases. Ken will be with me, and Keith on the back of a bike, all linked with good old-fashioned comms, mobile phones and an old-school earpiece.
I, however, was going to keep track of Dallas and his high-vis yellow car with the help of the latest tracking technology.
So I've got my hands on this rather cool little satellite tracker. It's got two really strong magnets on the back. Now, it works via GPS, but it's also got some really clever mobile technology inside. So it can send its position in an email to a server, which I can access through a website. So if I just put this under his bumper here in his car...
Of course, planting tracking devices on people without them knowing is not legal. But since Dallas was in on the challenge, we were in the clear. I tucked myself away in a discreet street cafe. I was typing my tracker's unique code into the mapping website. Would it find the yellow car? Yes!
Go, go, go!
Yellow car is coming down here on the right-hand side now.
The car's gone red. That means he's on the way. Dallas Campbell is on the move.
I've no idea how Jason or Susie are going to be doing this, but I've got to just be aware for people following me. Is that car following me?
Right now, I'm directly behind the yellow car, which is not good.
Everyone looks really suspicious.
Calm down, boys. No panic for me. In fact, it couldn't have been easier. Using GPS sensors to locate itself, the tracker was sending regular emails to this mapping website, giving me the exact position of Dallas's car.
Tracking technology is evolving rapidly. RFID, or radio frequency identification chips, store information that can be accessed using radio waves. These are being used widely around the world, parcels being couriered have them attached so that their whereabouts can be traced, and company fleet cars often have them built in so the driver's locations can be plotted. They're also now being widely used in passports, and in the future we could be carrying them in credit cards, for example, so our lifestyle and movements can be monitored.
Back on the streets of London, I was worried my real-time GPS system here had a flaw.
The satellite tracker is sending its location on a minute-by-minute basis. Now, that is obviously a long time when you're in a car. So I'm concerned that the car could go quite a long way before I see where it's gone to.
I was concerned that we were getting too close and that Dallas was going to see us.
Turn left, go. We're letting you take the lead for a while because we were getting too close there, Sierra Alpha 2.
I could feel people watching me, but I had a plan up my sleeve to try and throw them. OK, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this car to see if I can... And what are they doing? I decided I'm going to dump the car and carry on by foot to really throw them off the scent.
It soon became clear on my screen that Dallas had stopped, and from the map, I could see that he was just around the corner from my cafe. I'd better get moving or I'd lose him.
He's on foot. Right, give me your hand.
And for both of us, his decision caused absolute panic.
I dispatched one of my support team to get that tracker off the car and onto Dallas.
I was out, but I couldn't help feeling paranoid. My aim was to catch Jason and Susie out. Time to grab a coffee, lay low, and see if I could spot them. Hi there.
He's gone into a cafe. He's in a cafe.
I caught a glimpse of Jason in the doorway, and from the direction he was looking, guessed Dallas was in the cafe opposite. But for how long? One of my accomplices returned with the tracking device. Next task was to drop it into Dallas's bag. Quick! Before long, Dallas was on the move again. And incredibly, an RAC man who happened to be a big fan of the Gadget Show...
I'll help you, mate. I'll watch your programme.
...saw me filming and, guessing I was on a challenge, asked if he could help me out.
Pull over here, pull over here, pull over. We're tracking somebody, and he's got a little satellite tracker. He's going down Horseferry Road. Where could somebody go to that would be relevant to spying?
MI6.
The MI6 building! Britain's spying headquarters! Could Gary the RAC man be right?
Do you know what? I'm going to take a punt. Can you take me there?
Tracking devices like mine are specialist pieces of equipment, but more and more concerned parents are using the ability to track a mobile phone to gain reassurance that their kids are where they say they are. A GPS-enabled mobile phone can be tracked via the internet. Once the application is up and running, at regular intervals, the phone sends specific GPS coordinates that can be viewed on a map when you log on.
Meanwhile, my team and I had spread out, and we're tracking Dallas's route using just our investigative cunning.
I don't want to go into the... I'm going to... Hang on, hold it.
The problem was, because we had to keep him in sight, there was much more chance of Dallas spotting us.
He's running now.
OK, we're nearly there.
I'd hoped I was one step ahead as I arrived at the MI6 building.
Meanwhile, I was trying to keep up with Dallas, but I still wasn't sure where he was going.
He's going over the road, opposite MI6. Tough one, he's right there.
This is where we're going.
So it was MI6, and as I was already there, I'd won!
But Dallas's journey was far from over. While we'd been playing at spies, the real thing had been tracking our every move.
Dallas Campbell, Gadget Show, Channel 5.
Right.
Okay.
OK,
Switch the camera for a second, is that all right?
OK, yeah.
Wow, that was serious.
How ironic that we're spying on him and then other people are spying on all of us.
There are other words I'd use as well as ironic. Frightening.
Yeah.
Scary.
I mean, the police were incredible. They did arrive so quickly. It was
Yeah, they
remarkable to witness.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
But it was such an exciting challenge.
It was exciting. I'm really impressed with the technology.
Well, I think the tech won because you could see the map in front of you, and I could physically get to MI6 before you. You couldn't actually walk past him.
You're absolutely right. It was very difficult in the final stages to get past Dallas without being seen.
Very exciting.
Pretty amazing.
Well, after our excitement...